need to reset, refocus, and allow yourself the opportunity to just let go. I don't know if this has ever happened to you where you have had your thoughts on an idea of what you want to achieve in life, and what's happened is the last 5 to 10 years you've decided that actually what you've been working so hard for is no longer what it is that you should be working for. And I'm pretty sure that you will understand what I'm saying to you, because the opportunity of being able to be free to go off and do what you want to do is something so beautiful. And right now, you're in a position where you can change your complete life. You can have a reset if you want to. Sometimes you might be thinking that, you've had such a long road at working towards something, and to now change direction seems a bit weird. And I wonder if you're in a position as well where you're thinking that to change directions completely, or to leave a situation behind, to leave a person behind, to leave an organization behind, to leave something that you've worked so hard towards, that suddenly you realize it's not actually enhancing your well-being. It's not enhancing your good feel factor, if you like. There's things in life where you're going to have to just let it go, and you're going to have to be comfortable letting it go. It happens to everybody. Most people, can't talk for the whole nation, but what I will say is this: if you find that you're in a position right now where you're struggling to understand what direction you should go in, it's okay to be okay with not knowing. Because too often I think we think that we've got to have the answers every day in what we're doing. And you don't have to have the answers, and probably not. You're not going to have the answers to the next situation that's going to occur in your life anyway. But right now, it's about you taking stock of who you are, and knowing that the experiences that you've had, and whether they're good or bad or completely ugly, it's got you to a place where now you're I don't know, you've got a much more balanced mind. Can I say that to you? A much more balanced mind, a much more level mind, where you know what you're not accepting in life and you're not going to accept from people. And I wonder if you're also, not only are you considering to change your pathway where you've been working towards for maybe even a decade, that you're questioning if was it all for nothing. And I'm letting you know it wasn't. So whatever that is that you're considering letting go, it wasn't for nothing. Because think about the people that you've met along that road. Think about the people that you wouldn't have never have met along that journey, good, bad, or ugly. And there's going to be some people that you would have met. It's going to be in your life for a long time beyond this. And so the situations that had to happen to you perhaps needed to happen the way that they've done, so that you can actually determine who's friends and who are not friends. And we all go through situations on a day-to-day basis, month to month, year by year. But the problem is, if you continue doing the same thing, and you continue trusting in the same people that have let you down, and you continue eating a cream bun when you want to lose weight, note to self, then you're always going to get that same result, aren't you? You're always going to get a result of wondering why things are not changing for you, wondering when is the right person going to knock your door, or when is the right job going to land in your lap, when are you going to have the right friends that you need. And the situation really is, you've got the power. The power is all yours. The power is within your hands. And that power is simply trusting yourself. And actually, even beyond trusting yourself, really being kind to yourself, and knowing that actually the mindset that you are now, you're a very kind person. You're a very open person. You're a very warm person. And I bet you that you would help the last person anyone would expect you to help. Perhaps you'd even help someone that you don't favour very well. But would they do that for you? No, they wouldn't. They would leave you in that pit. They would leave you to burn. It's just because they've got that mentality, but you don't. So, really, if you are at a crossroads at the moment, if you are considering how do you restart, you can restart your life at any age. You can restart your life in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, your 70s, your 80s, and even in your 90s. I would say the hundreds, but probably pushing it a little bit. But why not? Why age? They say age doesn't is a. They say age is only a number, and to a degree, yes. But you try and get a job when you're over 70, 80, and see if you get hired. So a certain number of age is going to impact you at some point in your life. But it doesn't have to impact you on how you think about yourself. It doesn't have to impact on where you go in this world, who you speak to, what you do. There's always something for you to discover. There's always something for you to learn. There's always a new friend. I tell you now, right? I'm going to put a bet on this, and you can come back and tell me in a year if this doesn't happen. I bet you from this moment of you watching this video, within 12 months, I bet you meet someone who's going to be a friend, who's going to be in your life for the next 5, 10, 15 years. I bet you that you start a conversation with someone that you are so in tuned with. And when you think about it, you don't even know them right now. Isn't that amazing? And think about the people that you've met over the last, say, 4 to 5 years. People that you never knew before then, but they're in your life constantly right now. Isn't that bloody amazing? To know that prior to that, you never even heard about the person, you never knew they existed, but yet they've become so entwined in your life because they're such a strong pillar of strength for you and friendship for you. And so I'm pretty sure that even though you're at a crossroads, even though you feel like you don't know if you're coming or going, or perhaps you even feel ashamed that you've got to this point and you feel like you've got to now change direction, and what are people going to think? Sod what people are going to think. First of all, this is your life. You've got to live it how you see fit, because the truth of the matter, which you already know anyway, is that life, this physical life, isn't a rehearsal. It's actually the real thing. And we only actually pay attention to that when someone we love transitions to the next progress, the next chapter of their existence. And so when we actually lose someone in that way, or we get divorced, or someone just suddenly walks out of our life and we never expected it, which does feel like it's a bereavement of some kind, isn't it? But then you get to that point where you have to say to yourself, your chapter is still going on, your chapter is still being written. And the idea is, too many of us think about, or some of us think about life beyond the veil of this physical existence. But we've also got to think about the life that we're living right now. Why wouldn't you want to live like a king or a queen? Why wouldn't you want to live with wealth? Why wouldn't you want to live with health? Why wouldn't you want to live with friendships and people that you can trust? Why wouldn't you want to have a better connection with your family? Why wouldn't you want to own a pet if you don't own one already? Why don't There's so many things that you need to consider beyond this decision, or beyond this sense of feeling lost within yourself. What pathway do you want to walk in, or do you want to go down? Let's just be real and let's just talk it as it is. You are still here. And the fact that you're still here, you need to give yourself a pat on the back And you need to give yourself a cup full of kindness, and you need to drink it and drink it fast, drink it in one shot. Because the idea is that being kind to yourself is going to allow you to breathe in this moment of uncertainty of what's going to happen in your new chapter, where you're going to go. And it's going to give you the breath is as you breathe, as you take a moment of reflection, it will allow you the opportunity to recognize it's okay. It's okay for you to be in a position where you're taking a moment out just to consider your options and consider them well. You don't have to say yes to everything that comes your way. Don't feel that you're going to be missing an opportunity because somebody has asked you to go somewhere or someone's asked you to work somewhere or do something. And you think, oh my God, that's really kind that they've asked me, but I don't really want to do it. But supposing it doesn't come along, sod that, forget it. If it doesn't feel right, if it's going to make you have questions in your mind, just say thank you, but not at this time. Leave it as that. You will feel better for it. You'll be able to take stock of who you are, and you will then find the strength you need. So reset, refocus, restart. It's all okay to do. You can restart your life at any point, and restarting your life, even if it means you have to walk away, even if it means you have to put the tools down for a minute, that's okay. Because what's coming next is you're leaving room for the actual opportunity that you're going to want to say yes to. So taking stock at the moment where you are, looking at the road that you've come down, being thankful for the friendships that you've made in that time, and also recognizing that life is to be lived. So it means that every day do something different. And what I mean by that is, simply if you're walking home from the train station, or you're driving home from work or from a friend's house, go down a different road. Just something like a 0.5% difference every day. It will just revive you. Honestly, it will. So I'm going to finish off by saying to you this. It's okay for you to restart. It's okay for you to let go. It's okay for you to walk away. It's okay for you to take a few weeks, a few months out and decide what is it that I want to do. And when you've come up with whatever it is that you want to do, you will see how many garden doors of opportunities that open for you, and you can then say yes to it because you feel that it's going to enhance you. You feel alive. You feel excited, maybe a little bit nervous, but it's something. So don't give up on yourself, because I'm not going to give up on you. And when you refocus, write down what it is, write down what you would like to do, write down the skills that you don't have yet that you would like to have, and choose something. And for 3 months, stick at it, immerse yourself into it. You want to learn to play the piano, you want to learn to play the violin or the cello. Oh, I would love to play the cello. I would love to play the cello. So choose something that you want to do. It could be just to read one of your books on your bookshelf that's gathering dust. Whatever it is, write it down and commit to it for 3 months, over a 3 months period, and then come back and leave me a comment of what you've achieved. It'd be so wonderful to hear from you. Anyway, I'm going to see you on the next episode. Stay strong, make that decision. You got this, and I believe in you.